Oh, yes. Seems to be a problem with the hospital's Wi-Fi system. I noticed that it took 3 hours to upload 7 videos. Yes, usually it's really, really fast. Could you go through the internet in the hospital and find out if there's a problem with it? You know, when you obstruct an individual and you use coercion and the abuse of legal process, because you as a police department don't want to be sued. Yes. I was just reading this watertight case, right, where your whole thought was, well, we're going to deny him the free use of the Wi-Fi, even though I bought a cup of coffee. Yes. And then we're going to act like, well, the guy can't do anything because if he says anything, we'll just say he's crazy. Now, I'm going to need to have the internet in the hospital because I don't want to sit here for hours having to turn it on and off on my phone. Yes, I did notice that somebody's obstructing my use of the free Wi-Fi in the hospital. Right. Now, did I have to go through every employee of the hospital? Because I will sue every mandatory reporter of this hospital. I will sue every doctor in Olympic Medical Center that knows that my sons have been kidnapped, yes, and trafficked because of the fraudulent issuance of court orders. Pooch. I will sue every nurse. I will sue every administrator. I will sue every individual that is an employee of this hospital. Now, I would suggest that you no longer involve yourself in anything unlawful. Now, these watertight cases, yes, you would say that I can't prove that you're intentionally obstructing. I think I can. See, I've learned that every time somebody has obstructed me, I've sat for hours and hours and hours until, well, Homeland Security, yeah, get me the employees. The United States Army, yes. The intelligence community, the National Security Agency, any individual that I can find after I can use the court system where I can say, do you remember that time where I sat there for hours? Yes. And they kept turning it on and off, on and off, on and off. See, when it's on, yes. And I know it's working because I loaded up 53% of the first video. Yes. Then I turn the Wi-Fi off on my phone and then it can't find the Wi-Fi in the hospital. Yes. It is not an electronics problem with my phone. It's somebody intentionally obstructing my use of the free Wi-Fi. Now, when you really think about it, okay, you will not prevent me from suing you. Obstructing videos is not going to help you because I spent last night, yes. Then I spent this morning, yes. And I spent hours and hours and hours watching you have knowledge right now. Now, it could be one of those multi-million dollar lawsuits. Yeah. That the hospital just decided that they just would stop fucking around. Now, there's what's known as the water rights. Yes. Could you tell me where the hospital buys their water from? Because I'm thinking I'd like to be the one that charges you for your actual utility costs as a hospital. Now, I could sue for the actual control of the water in Clallam County, and for those big users of water, hospitals. Yeah. I could, well, see, it sounds discriminatory. Let's say you're a resident, right? You're just a house. You take showers, you do your laundry. Yeah. But then there's the industrial usage of water. Now, I could double or triple the amount. Could you get me the big water users of Clallam County and the water rights that are necessary? Yes. To be able to sell water to large industrial users of water because I would think the hospital, considering their costs, should be paying 4 to 5 times the amount of money for water. I'm not really discriminating because of the. See, it's weird. When it's just a citizen in the house paying what other citizens pay, yeah, you're not discriminating. But when the hospital right now Because I tell you, I will, you will end up paying so much more in utility costs, because of being a business. Oh, why don't you not fuck around with the internet anymore?